Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee, Mike Bresnahan, James Worthy. We have Mike Trudell out there in Denver. The Lakers lose a heartbreaker to the Nuggets. They had to battle from behind, literally from the jump with this Denver team. A valiant effort, big game, James, but it ends up coming up short. Lakers had their chances at the end. And when you look at the box score, Lakers had a better field goal percentage. Lakers had 13 threes. Denver had 14. Laker bench was a plus 19. Lakers won the paint battle, 54-42. 10 turnovers for the Lakers, 18 for Denver. But the biggest difference, man, it came on that free throw line. 30 attempts for Denver, only 15 for the Lakers. And Denver plus 18 in makes.
It's amazing how you can have some efficiency in your game, all the stats that you just called out, but then it's one category that'll cost you the game. It's usually either a three-point percentage. In this case, it was the free throws that hurt the Lakers. And, you know, they had some opportunities to tie the game, go up. They may have turned it over or either got up a shot maybe too quickly and the other was Murray. And, you know, just one of those games of execution down the stretch where the team that has the most valuable player, or one of them, gets the job done. I thought Rui did good, hit some big shots down the stretch, but it was a game that we could have won. We just couldn't pull it off, Brez.
James, you nailed it. I will add a couple things. I thought the Lakers had some really good efforts tonight. Jackson Hayes coming off the bench for 19 points. It's kind of sad to see that wasted. DeAndre Ayton played only 5 minutes, so we got to figure out if his knee is okay. That's a little nerve-wracking for the Lakers. How's LeBron's elbow? He didn't play those last few possessions. Hopefully he's okay after that weird off-balance fall under the basket late in the game, Geet. And, you know, the game was there for the Lakers. Jokic was not Jokic tonight. He almost had a quadruple double the wrong way with those 9 turnovers, Geet. And that's not like him. So I feel like the Lakers are right there. Jamal Murray, kind of like when they played a couple months ago, really good first half, and they kind of cooled down a little bit in that second half.
He only had 2 in the fourth, and that was late on those free throws.
Yeah, so, you know, super close. There's the Lakers, this is a game that it's going to irritate them. You know, just so many things. The weird inbounds play at the end of the first half, and James, you looked at it a couple times, it's like, that was a steal. That should have been a Laker bucket with like 2 seconds left in the second quarter. The Luka odd technical foul.
I thought that was a little quick. I thought that was a little odd, too.
Yeah, he's up to 15 now. Now, some good precedents there. Back in 2011, Kobe got whistled for his 15th technical foul, got it rescinded. So it can happen that these things do get taken back. Luka doesn't want one more tech. If it's not rescinded, he's suspended for a game if that happens, Geet.
It was one of those games, and Stu called it a weird game while we were watching.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, the three of us felt like the Lakers were going to win that game in the final few minutes. You just saw where this game was trending. You saw the way the Lakers were playing, but just never got the breaks. Down 11-0 to start the game. Every time they get to 5 or 7, it's back up to 11 or 12. You get the Luka technical. I've watched it a couple times. I can't see it. The steal at the end of the half to get it to 8 didn't count. We're going to show you that in the highlight. I thought Luka had a nice tip in when the Lakers were on a run. That was called an offensive goaltending. They reviewed it. I don't know how they came up with that. It was really close, but just nothing going their way. And then there they were at the end with shots to either tie or take the lead. They had their chances. It's a really tough game because if you're a Laker fan, you're really happy with that your team didn't fold up the tent, that they completely battled back. That game could have gotten away a couple of different times, but, you know, losses don't feel good, big game, especially one in the standings like this. You're a half game out going into this one with Denver. Now it's 1-1, and that is a big one on the 14th because that is the tiebreaker in case these teams are tied after 82.
There are a lot of things you can't control, but some things you can, and I thought the Lakers, you know, played well enough to win.
Decent start today. Just could not salt away that win, and that's all that matters right now. No one cares about moral W's.
Yeah, because if they play this way, you know, for the rest of the season, this is a pretty good model.
There's a template.
They'll hit some free throws, they'll hit some shots, but they have to come out and play as hard as they did and execute. Have guys like Rui. I still want to see Austin Reeves with the ball. Sometimes down the stretch, and they did give it to him a couple times, and he was successful. So they're learning how to, you know, put, you know, a formula together to win. They just got to push through it and get a win.
Yeah, Lakers had that one chance to tie when AR went to the rack. It was a 2-on-1. It was actually good defense by Murray, not allowing him to throw that lob, and it's a hard foul in and out on that second free throw to tie. Jokic goes down, gets the bucket. Now you're down 3. Lakers had a couple looks, unable to make it. So it's a game of inches. I know we've heard that a million times any given Sunday. Real tough. Luka, 27 points. For as aggressive as he plays, and he didn't score in the fourth, only 4 free throw attempts. Austin Reeves, for as aggressive as he plays, only 4 free throw attempts. And LeBron James, only 2. So just not their night getting to the line. But they were attacking just like they always do. It was just one of those nights, Prez.
Yeah, those are great stats right there. And you wonder if maybe the fact that Austin Reeves is now 1 technical foul away from being suspended. I'm sorry, Luka. 1 technical foul away from being suspended. You have to wonder if maybe he's kind of being a little quieter. You know, not yelling when he does get fouled, which, by the way, most NBA stars do. You know, Anthony Davis had that,
Can I say something? No,
Sure.
I watched Jokic do it a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Animation after calls that didn't go their way. And listen, he's a 3-time MVP, but I didn't see any technicals, and I did not see Luka do that.
Yeah, and the one that he did pick
it's
up,
a little unfair to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the one tech that he did pick up, we're a little puzzled by that. I wonder if the Lakers will send a pool reporter. If you want to talk to the ref, you nominate one of the beat writers to go talk to him or her, the head ref, and then that reporter interviews them and comes back to the other reporters. Maybe they'll ask about that tech and the out-of-bounds play. Yeah. I don't know. I'm no longer a beat writer, but that's what I would have done back in the day when I was at the LA Times. Yeah. I'd like to be the pool reporter and go ask the refs a couple questions. And the NBA has to furnish the head referee after a game like this to answer some questions. It's not like a 40-minute Q&A, but you have to answer a few basic.
I remember when Kobe was getting close to that mark, and he went a long time without getting one.
Couple times.
It is a story, though, and now everyone's going to talk about it every single game, because if he gets one, then he misses a game, and he's too valuable. I mean, he's an MVP candidate. Yeah. So it's just unfortunate.
I think referees are used to Luka. You know, he likes to get the calls, and he likes to, and I think that was a very quick technical that was called, and I think it should be rescinded. I didn't see it. I didn't see him say anything like in particular. So, yeah, you got to be careful though. But I think, like you said, Braves, you know more about this than I do. If they can get a writer or somebody to the league or to rescind it, because one more and it's going to hurt the team.
Yeah, but I don't want to change the way he plays. He plays with passion. He plays with fire. He's competitive.
Don't want to change the way he plays. You just got to maybe not.
It's got to be careful.
Say much.
Well, there's 6 weeks left in the regular season, so it's like he's got to be cautious. Kobe did it 3 different times. He got up to the 14 and 15 level, and all 3 times he made it through the rest of the season. Now, it was never this early in the season for Kobe. His was always last week, last 2 weeks. He'd get up to that 15. This is 6 weeks, Geet, until the season ends. Yeah. So if that tech is not rescinded, Luka's in danger. Picked up 1 more, you're suspended. And then every 2 technicals after that, you miss another regular season game. So got to be careful.
Yeah, 20 games left here in the regular season, and the Lakers now a game and a half behind Denver as they sit in that 6th spot. Time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers.